Tonight, I 1v1 a mountain lion with a knife, we meet a famous celebrity, and I have a game of poker underwater. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. In tonight's video, we will be getting the Platinum Trophy for Far Cry 3, which is honestly one of my favorite games of all time. There are 44 trophies required for the Platinum, and luckily a lot of these are earned by playing the main story. Also, quite a few trophies are earned by completing certain side quests and doing certain challenges. Lastly, the main bulk of trophies are my favorite, the collectibles trophies. And yes, there is 3 different sets of collectibles you have to get in this game. But with all that complaining out of the way, let us begin.
Hello, Internet peoples. Between you and me, you should be outside playing in the sunshine instead of watching this bullshit.
So our journey begins with a group of friends, all on holiday partying on Rook Island. And we are soon introduced to them all. And then we see our main character, Jason. So this is just like your average holiday with plenty of fucking about, alcohol and showing off every chance they get. But before our group head back home, we all decide to go skydiving. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
2 seconds later.
Turns out we were skydiving over an island ran by pirates, and we got captured. Here we come face to face with Vaas, the leader of the pirates, who can only be described as slightly unhinged.
Did you want me to slice you open like I did your friend? Shut the fuck up! Okay? I'm the one with the fucking dick. Look at me. Look me in the fucking eye. Hey! You fuck! Look me in the eye! You're my bitch. I rule this fucking kingdom. Shut the fuck up, or you die.
But luckily, he gets called away to handle some other business. Grant, our brother, then just manages to free himself with 2 seconds, because he can just do that. And he plans to save us and the rest of the group. I got to say, he is off to a pretty good start, as he somehow manages to kill a grown man by bashing his head off some bamboo like 3 times. Our duo then start their plan to escape, and now is probably a good time to explain that Jason isn't your normal main character, as he starts off constantly bitching at everything, crying over the smallest inconvenience and doesn't care for anyone but himself.
Oi, don't say that. That's not true. That's not true.
But we soon enter a hut, and here we find some essentials to our survival like a map and phone. We also see a photo of a strange woman, but I'm sure she isn't important. We soon have a close call with a guard, but luckily Grant is there to save the day. And now you will see why I described Jason the way I did.
Oh God, I can't do this, Grant.
Jay, look at me. I can't find Lisa and Riley and the others without you. So pull it together, okay?
So we just have to crouch our way under a few bridges. And with the pirates so busy, it is easy for us to sneak away. Once outside the camp, we put the map down to try find our bearings. And I mean, it's probably not a smart idea to check the map 10 feet from the camp full of pirates.
I'm kind of retarded.
To absolutely no one's surprise, we were spotted, and Grant has been hit in the neck and bleeds out.
No! No!
Fucking tough! I said get the fuck out of here, you chicken fuck! Run, Forrest! Run!
Vaas then lets us go, because 1, he is insane, and 2, he will probably find it more fun to hunt us himself. Soon though, we get into some trouble.
I found him! Shit, oh God. Oh God.
Just as we are about to escape over an old rope bridge, it snaps, and then falls into the water. Now is the perfect time to say the soundtrack for this game fucking slaps. Here we get the first trophy of the video for escaping the pirates. It's right here, where we wake up inside a hut to a man giving us a tattoo. Here he introduces himself as Dennis, and he is the man who saved us by pulling us from the water, saving our life. But he isn't done there. He gives us some money to buy a gun. He will do his best to help us free our friends from the pirates, as him and his people are at war with them. After buying the trusty 1911 pistol, he also says we have to disable some radio towers to stop the pirates jamming the area. And yeah, Ubisoft think they are being slick, but this is just viewpoints from Assassin's Creed. So we do as we are told, climbing the tower and deactivating the jammer. After this, Dennis once again offers his help, as he will teach us to hunt and use flowers to keep ourselves alive. Here we get ourselves some plants, and we skin a few boar for their hides, allowing us to craft and upgrade our equipment. He then explains that the tattoo on our arm will get bigger as we become more attuned to the jungle. Probably the coolest way to show and game progression, I can't lie. But as we speak, the phone, we stole rings, and we hear the pirates say that they have one of our friends nearby. So us, Dennis, and a few natives head over to where the pirates are. Once at the camp, we kick this off with an easy kill, followed up with another kill. As the other islander finish off the pirates, I rush inside to see that whoever was with the pirates has escaped. This is when Dennis tells us that a local doctor contacted him saying he found her. It turned out it was Grant's girlfriend Daisy that he found. We get another trophy for finishing a wanted poster mission, and another for finishing a hunting mission, another trophy for luring and killing a predator, a trophy for liberating an outpost undetected. We get a trophy for crafting 5 upgrades, get another one for beating a supply mission, another trophy for unlocking 5 skills. But after all that, we finally arrived at Dr. Earnhardt's house to find Daisy. So this is our new friend, and honestly, he is kind of hilarious, especially when we ask about our friend.
One of your friends? Huh. I am, distilling a batch later today.
What?
Oh, you mean the girl, Daisy.
Inside his house, we finally are able to find Daisy, but she cut herself on a strong poisonous plant, and the doctor doesn't have the cure. But he does say if we find some cave mushrooms, he will be able to save her. Obviously, the old man never mentioned that the caves were underwater, which would have been useful information, but then again, he seems to be high 24/7. Deep inside the cave, we are hit with some strange fume, which instantly makes Jason's vision go blurry, and he starts hearing voices, but I'm sure it's nothing major.
You are awake. Good. Not all of you.
Studio called. I got the role.
So it wouldn't be a Far Cry game without some drugged up hallucination, and Jason is seeing some weird shit right now.
Holy fuck! That was diabolical!
But we do manage to find the mushrooms after a while. Once we are back, we hand them to Dr. Earnhardt. He says that it will take him a few minutes to make the cure. So for us to go talk to Daisy. So she is finally up and talking again. And after having a brief conversation, we soon drop the bombshell of Grant being dead, which he seems to get over in 30 seconds.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
But the both of us are able to convince the doctor to let us stay in a cave below his house, as the pirates won't expect us to be here. Here we get a trophy for reuniting with Daisy. Once outside, Dennis phones us and says that if we want to find our other friends, we should raid a ship called the Medusa and listen into their radio channels. Here we get a trophy for liberating 3 outposts, another one for buying everything for a single weapon. So we finally arrive at the ship and see tons of pirates surrounding the area. So using the camera, we are able to tag and spot a lot of the enemies. We get a trophy for tagging 25 enemies. I then begin to take out any guards who are on their own, picking them off one by one, and also killing the commanders as they have the key to enter the ship. This is where we hear the pirates talking about Vaas shooting ransom videos with our friends, but we don't know exactly where yet. But as always, a stealth mission has to go loud at some stage, and as a few waves of pirates try rush us, we wipe the floor with them, as we have superior cover and the high ground.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
You underestimate my power!
With them all dead, we head back to Dennis. So Dennis tells us the place we are looking for is called Pirate Cove, and that's where our friends will be. But he also needs us to destroy a weapons cache the pirates have got, so they can't attack the village. As always, we head back out to kill some pirates. Oh, and I turn into Robin Hood. Here we get a trophy for killing an enemy at 70 meters or more with the bow. As we move further down, we get a better view of the camp we are going to attack. So I plan to take out the few guards around the outside of the camp, then rush in and kill the rest. This plan goes horribly from the start. Seriously, that jerry can nearly stopped this entire raid straight away.
You people should be thanking Christ that I am who and what I am because you need me. You need me to save you.
So we push in further, eliminating any pirates we can see with the bow. But I fucked the bow to one side and used their AK to wipe out the remaining pirates. Once inside, we plant the explosives quickly and make a run for it. All we have to do is jump into the water and we have escaped. I promise you right now, I was playing that part at 2 in the morning, and that nearly gave me a fucking heart attack. We get a trophy for unlocking 50 entries in the journal, and another one for hunting and skinning a rare animal. After that all finished, we are finally able to find Pirate Cove, and once again it is crawling with pirates, to no one's surprise, but the plan remains the same as always. Kill the snipers, destroy the alarms, and then kill any guards who are separated from the main camp. After this I rush in and kill the leader, and then also show some of the worst aim I have ever seen.
But I cannot see, I'm legally blind.
So I once again steal an AK, as you can't miss if you spray and pray. I carry this on once I'm inside the cave and gun down several pirates. It's deeper inside the cave, where we see Liza's ransom video being played. But we figure it out too late that it was a trap. We then come face to face with our old friend Vaas and our girlfriend Liza, as well as our friend Oliver. But it's nice to see that he is in such a good mood for once.
Who gave you that ink? Ask you a question, who gave you that ink? Teacher gave you that ink? My sister gave you that ink? Huh? You think that makes you one of us? You think that makes you like me? Huh? California boy's got a hard on for jungle fever. I'm gonna drive a bullet through my sister's skull like I did your brother Grant.
That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
You see, the thing about our loved ones, right? Our fucking loved ones! They come and they blindside you every fucking time. So they say to me, they say, Vaas, who the fuck is it going to be? Them or me? Me or them? like, you know, like they fucking think that I need to make a fucking choice. By the way, this lighter really sucks. You know, so much for poetics.
So he doesn't plan to let us go this time, and he leaves both us and Liza to burn together. Luckily enough, we somehow manage to break the floor and break out of the chair, so we have to rush back up to save Liza. We are making really good time though, as we rush through the building. Eventually, we are able to find and free Liza, but we both have to take the hard way down.
Oh my God!
Are you okay?
While the building behind us crumbles, we jump in the back to stop anyone chasing us. But soon, the car just randomly dies, so I have to jump in the front and kill a few pirates with my sidearm. While we escape, we start to see that Jason is evolving from a scared man into a bloodthirsty killer.
We took Oliver to some place called the Bunker. I'm not sure about Keith or Daisy.
What about Riley?
I don't know anything about Riley or Grant.
Grant's dead.
Oh, Jason. I'm so sorry.
Here we get a trophy for rescuing Liza. Back at the cave, both Daisy and Liza are able to reunite. And what the fuck is that goofy run? Anyway, Daisy says she should be able to fix this boat to get us off the island. So she will work on that while we try free our friends. So, while the girls stay here, we will once again have to head back out to try and find Oliver next. We get a trophy for spending $5,000 in a shop, another one for killing an enemy with the repair tool. But we need to meet Dennis at an old temple. Once we arrive at the temple, he says we are here to meet the leader of the Rakyat called Citra, and it doesn't take long before we come face to face with her.
Let me see your arm.
This is Jason, the one I've been telling you about.
Hi.
Did they teach you to speak without permission in America?
No, I learned that in France.
Yeah, Jason has autistic Riz. Anyway, she only agrees to help us because we tell her that the pirates have taken our brother and killed another. But she soon gives us something to drink and asks us to return what has been lost. And no way Jason is going to drink a random drink from a stranger.
2 seconds later.
Oh, never mind, of course he does, because he is in fact a moron. Our vision begins by seeing our brother Riley and both our friends Oliver and Keith. But we also see a man in a white suit. So we do, indeed, follow him into a strange bar. It's here where we see someone is abusing Keith, another vision of us and Vaas changing places. And finally, we see a vision of a man with our brother Riley. We do end up finding a knife. And this is what Citra wants us to return to her. As we wake up, Dennis confirms that it is indeed the knife we need to find. So let's get started. We get a trophy for completing the Rakyat initiation. It doesn't take us long before we manage to find the village where the man in the white suit lives. Just as we enter the bar to play poker, we soon see him appear. Halfway through the game, he decides to leave the bar, so we get up and follow him. Obviously, Ubisoft had to sneak a tailing mission into this game, just like Assassin's Creed. But as we are following him, we get an offer we can't refuse.
Hey, mister. One last blowjob before you die?
That was fantastic.
After that distraction, we do find out where he is staying. As we enter the building, however, we get hit with the reverse as he knows we're following him. He also has a bomb placed under the desk, and only by telling him who we are does it stop him from blowing us up. So this is Agent Willis Huntley, and he has been spying on the pirates here, but he does have a plan to stop them.
Flammenwerfer. Flamethrower. This beauty was invented in Krautland. Hoyt Volker is the boss of a very good friend of yours, Vaas. He also happens to run the largest slave trading ring in the South Pacific. On top of that, he grows drugs. If we set fire to his fields and his boat, he's gonna canoe over to this island. I get what I want, and we learn more about your friends. Capiche?
So it's time to go burn some drugs. Here we get a trophy for activating 9 radio towers. We soon arrive at the drug fields and begin probably one of the most iconic missions in the entire series. So after burning the first few fields, I push down and take out a few pirates before getting back to work.
Number 3!
Let me show you how a man uses a flamethrower.
And after that, we chase down the boat full of drugs, but we make sure it doesn't get away.
That's one down! That's it! I'm at it!
Once we make it back to Willis, we hear that his plan worked, and Hoyt has arrived.
Lovely weather we're having.
My boss, are you planning a parade?
That's why I love you, Vaas. You make me laugh. Everything in business is so goddamn serious. Don't give a fuck about your family. It is by my grace that your head isn't impaled on the antenna of my car. Therefore, I would like it if you gave a fuck about Jason Brody.
Okay, Hoyt. Okay. All right.
So turns out that Vaas is Citra's brother, and also that Hoyt is executing an informant, so we need to rush over and save him. So as always, I decide to arrive in style by face planting some water. Once in position, we do finally see Hoyt, and he and his men are having some fun with these prisoners.
See a guy in red scrunch?
In the middle of the minefield?
Hoyt, man! We do a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
So I rush down and take out both the pirates after Hoyt leaves. All we have to do is avoid the mines and...
I'm kind of retarded.
So, speaking with the informant, he has information on where Oliver is being held, but it is in his house, which is surrounded by pirates. Here we start to work together to clear out any of the pirates still in the village. Seriously, this entire mission has been ripped straight out of Rambo 4. Then I try out my new shotgun on a few pirates, but we then have to defend the area while he looks for the information. After a few minutes, he is able to find the information, and we take a picture for Willis. After he sees it, he tells us where to find Oliver. We are able to find a spot overlooking where Oliver is being brought to, and this is the perfect spot for some sniping. So we get to work covering Oliver.
I would give myself an A+.
After he steals the boat, we reunite with our friend.
Hey! Thanks for saving me. Hey, nice tats, man.
Let's get out of here!
As we are leaving, we do get chased by a chopper, but we easily get rid of it.
You saved me. And they're putting the screws to my dad. He was about to give them a ton of money.
Ollie, you would have been sold right into slavery afterward, even if he'd paid.
Man, this is some heavy shit, man!
We get a trophy for saving Oliver, so we bring Oliver back to the cave with the ladies, and all we need to do is find Keith and Riley. Then we can leave. But here we have yet another glimpse at Jason's behavior shifting. As Liza rightly is concerned for us, as we are killing hundreds of pirates every day, coming back to the cave with fresh scars and more tattoos, and she is concerned, but Jason is only focused on killing Vaas. But we go have a quick catch-up with Daisy.
You know, I never thought I'd be able to kill someone. The first time it felt wrong. Which is good, right? But now, it feels like winning.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
And yet again, we see Jason has changed a lot from the start of the game. Here we get a trophy for crafting 25 syringes. Here we meet with a man called Buck, and he is the one who bought Keith from Hoyt.
Jason, we're not all savages here. We're just businessmen, responsible capitalists. I've got something that you want, right? That's a product. You've got something that I want.
And what the hell is that?
But he will only give us Keith back if we give him the knife that Citra wants. So yeah, we definitely will end up killing this twat. But he does tell us where to begin our search. Here we get a trophy for crafting a rare syringe. Once again, we have to infiltrate a ship full of pirates. So once on board, I channel my inner Rambo and take these guys out with the bow yet again. Once inside, we begin our murder spree to find the information on the knife.
Till they find the knife. Oh my God!
Fuck! How many...
In the lower decks, we manage to find a compass and also a computer with all the info on the knife, so we hack it. But they have some good security on the laptop.
Are you kidding me?
For probably the 5th time this game, we wake up from being knocked out underwater. But we are able to quickly break through a window of the ship as it goes down and swim to the surface. As we wake up on the beach, we have this fucking dickhead standing over us. So, after telling him that we only found the compass, he is understanding enough and leaves us alone so we can find the knife. Somehow, he seems to know where we are going every single time. Instead of getting the knife on his own, we have to keep finding pieces of the compass to see where we are headed next. But he already knows where we have to go, so it's a massive game to him.
Fuck you!
But honestly, these knife hunting quests are the same thing every time. So I will only show the important parts, because I don't want to waste our time. So like Indiana Jones, we delve deep into a cavern, and at the bottom we manage to find another part of the compass. But of course, the place starts collapsing. So we manage to find a small crack to escape from. Anyone who is paying attention won't be surprised to see Buck is standing waiting at the exit, like the wanker he is. But he is very annoyed that we don't have his knife yet. So we have to keep following the compass to the next location. Here we get a trophy for falling 100 meters and surviving. Once again in the middle of nowhere, we find our pal Buck is waiting for us to lecture us about the knife's history.
I'm getting really sick of you!
But fuck that. I just want to get this over with. Once inside, we find a few pirates lurking about, but that's nothing the shotgun can't deal with. But after that, we're soon able to find yet another piece of the compass. Once again, Buck isn't happy that we don't have the knife, and he shows us that everyone on this island is insane.
Hector, apparently I'm no longer calling the shots, so dismantle everything and split Keith open from cut to chip.
Wait!
Hold on. What was that, mate?
You're calling the shots.
Hector, good news. Apparently I'm back in charge. Yes, don't gut Keith. No.
Luckily, we arrive at the place where the knife actually is, so Buck will be happy. So we then leap off the edge and into the water. Once inside, we then have to take out a few more pirates. Honestly, this shotgun was worth every penny. It just rips through people. We get a trophy for dropping off a zipline and killing an enemy. Here we are able to use the entire compass as a key to open the entrance to where the knife is being kept. And after opening up a tomb, we get our hands on the blade. So for once, Buck isn't waiting on us. We arrive at his house and give him the knife in exchange for the key to unlock the room where Keith is staying. I give it 2 minutes at the most until he tries to kill us.
Jason, you gotta get me out of here. I'm begging you, please. You gotta get me out of here, man.
I'm getting you out, okay?
Yeah, you promise. You gotta promise me.
As anyone could have guessed, Buck doesn't plan on letting us leave, but having a knife fight with Jason Brody is the dumbest thing you can do.
2 seconds later.
We get a trophy for saving Keith.
Well, this fuck, man. I thought I could handle my shit. And I can't.
Look, you'll come back from this, all right?
None of us will.
He then tells us that while they were trying to escape, Riley was shot and killed. Well, this information definitely won't make Jason go even crazier and want to slaughter everyone.
There were tears that ran down my face, but I did not cry.
I mean, that's crying.
I would disagree.
Once again, Liza does her best to try calm Jason, but this guy has fully lost it at this point and just wants revenge. So we rush back to Citra to return the knife And it's around this time where she starts to give us a little bit more respect. Inside the temple itself, she tells us a story about a warrior who slew a giant, and the giant's body became this island. But it's here where we can really start to see Citra be more open about manipulating Jason, as we have to constantly prove ourselves by helping the Rakyat. Where at the start it was just about us leaving the island, but we do meet up with some warriors as we plan to ambush a convoy. So we get into position in the water tower and wait.
Holy shit!
So with our rifle and a great position, we are able to pick off dozens of enemies who leave their cover. Jason then channels his inner Kobe and hits this amazing shot. But with only a few enemies left, we rush in with the shotgun and finish them off. But one truck starts to get away, so we chase after them in a stolen truck. And finally, we are able to free our warriors.
Hey Jason, you miss me? Did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is? Insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again, expecting shit to change. That is crazy. But the first time somebody told me that, I don't know, I thought they were bullshitting me, so boom, I shot him. The thing is, okay, he was right.
Okay, we are cooked. Yep, we are absolutely cooked, chat. GG.
The thing is, I killed you once already. And it's not like I am fucking crazy. It's okay. It's like water under the bridge. Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
But Vaas then decides to send us for a little swim with a cement block around our ankles. But luckily I have the perk where you can breathe underwater for longer, so we are able to break free once again and get to the surface. Yeah, Jason isn't here to fuck around anymore. We then see our way out of here as a chopper soon lands. We then carry on by taking out any snipers they have positioned. After that, I open fire on the last remaining sniper and another car full of pirates. Once they are dead, we are able to board the chopper and force the pilot to take off, but it doesn't go well for us.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Once again, Vaas has fumbled to kill us, so Jason really needs to do the lottery at some point, because he is lucky as fuck. But as we crawl out of the pile of bodies, we soon see Dennis, and he is able to get us back on our feet. It's here where we see the lighter Vaas gave us ages ago. Stop the bullet.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Here we get a trophy for recovering our gear, another for diving 60 feet deep underwater. After all that, we make our way back to the temple. Once inside, Citra says it is time for us to drink another dodgy as fuck poison, but if we survive, we are strong enough to lead the Rakyat. Obviously, Jason makes the same mistake again. Here we come face to face with the giant from the story, and fuck that. Why is Jason dealing with this? I would be calling Geralt of Rivia to sort this out.
Fuck.
Surprisingly, however, this is very easy. We just have to dodge its attack and hit it with the explosive arrows, which we have an unlimited amount of. After 5 minutes, we are able to climb up the giant's body and deal the killing blow.
Did everyone see that? Because I will not be doing it again.
We then wake up to us balls deep inside Citra, which is crazy, as Jason is literally fucking drugged off his head right now. But he is so crazy, he doesn't seem to mind, as he gives a speech to the Rakyat after.
Our guns do not stop until Vaas falls at our feet. We are the warriors of the Rakyat, and I will lead you to glory!
We then magically just find where Vaas is hiding, so we infiltrate the small island and start slaughtering his guards. After taking out a few of the lookouts, we sneak inside his compound, but he just knew we would be here and set a trap.
I'll pay 10 grand to the first motherfucker to get me Jason Brody's nutsack.
It's not about money. It's about
Sending a message.
Once we make it outside, we are ambushed straight away, and I quickly manage to take out the 50 cal before I'm killed, so pirates then start to push our position. But once again, they just get gunned down before they can reach us. Yet again, I am saved by the shotgun that deletes a heavily armored enemy in 2 shots. But we then enter the building looking for Vaas.
Peekaboo, motherfucker.
We then see more visions, and it's clearly showing that Jason is becoming just like Vaas, completely insane. We finally come face to face with our old enemy.
Are you enjoying my sister's company? Huh? She's gonna make a warrior out of you. You're so fucked, Jason. Come on, pull the trigger. Come on, motherfucker. Pull the trigger! Let's go shoot me! Let's go shoot me!
Citra, I won.
Can we just take a minute to appreciate what a good villain he was, seriously? Here we get a trophy for killing Vaas, but we somehow just magically wake up back on the stone table we were lying on earlier, while we hear Vaas' voice in our heads. I have my own explanation for this, what I think is actually pretty accurate. So, obviously, Citra drugs us, and we hallucinate and fight the giant. After killing that, we wake up on this table, still under the influence of the drugs, and then we just happen to teleport to where Vaas is. So we fight and supposedly kill Vaas. Then we wake up back here. Obviously, this entire thing was a vision in my opinion, and we didn't really kill Vaas, as we know from Far Cry 6. He is actually still alive. So yet again, Citra is manipulating Jason. We see this again as he says he plans to stay with her on the island and kill Hoyt. We head back and tell our friends.
I'm fine.
Good, because the boat's almost fixed. We get to go home.
I'm not going.
What?
What are you talking about?
I found my place. It's here, on this island.
Jason, are you serious?
Yes, Jason has finally snapped and wants to stay here and kill everyone instead of leaving, all because he has been tricked into it, as the only thing he cares about is killing Hoyt. So we phone Willis, and he says he can give us a lift to Hoyt's island, but we need to hurry.
Hey, this Russia operation's blown wide open. I'm joining Task Force 141 flying out tonight. It was nice working with you.
Yeah, that was a reference to Task Force 141 from Modern Warfare. Just wanted everyone to know that. As we arrive at his airfield, we see he's under attack from some pirates, so we help clear them out. With the help of a mounted turret, we also stop any waves of enemies from approaching. We then enter the plane with him, and he says he has a contact called Sam. If we meet him in a bar and whistle the American national anthem, he will know that Willis sent us. Oh yeah, this plane isn't landing, by the way. Good thing Jason is fully insane at this point. Here we get a trophy for reaching the other island. So yeah, Willis gave us a wingsuit and we use it to land on Hoyt's islands. We then rush a few pirates and kill them all as I need to borrow their truck. Seriously, these pirates must shit themselves when they see a tattooed American with a machete running at them. After that, we arrive at the crazy cock bar. Once inside, we manage to finesse our way into a poker game with some of Hoyt's mercenaries. And it's quite obvious who Sam is, because he is the only person who doesn't look like a generic NPC. So we start to whistle the American national anthem, and I'm sure all the Yanks are buzzing right now, but we do follow Sam outside.
Who do you work for? Willis sent me.
How is he? I have been concerned about him, hearing nothing all these years.
Back at Sam's place, we discuss our plan to kill Hoyt, and he only agrees to help us when he realizes we are Jason Brody. So his plan involves us stealing a uniform to hide our tattoo and pretending to be one of Hoyt's new recruits. Here we begin to infiltrate where the new recruits are sent. So Jason does his best Artyom impression and just sneaks past dozens of guards. That is, until we are able to dive into the water. So we climb onto the boat and are able to borrow a uniform. So good thing this uniform covers up the tattoos. But we then gather with the rest of the recruits for a special introduction.
Ah, my rosy-cheeked new employees. I'm not going to lie. We're all here to make a buck. But it's the happiness of my people that gets me up each morning.
People say I am the best boss.
They go, God, we've never worked in a place like this before. You're hilarious. And you get the best out of us. I think that pretty much sums it up.
It is pretty easy to see why Vaas turned crazy, working for this psycho.
I almost forgot. We have a special on this man. Your very own island. For the head of Jason Brody.
After that, we steal a boat and leave. We get a trophy for winning 1,500 at poker. So Sam sends us to find a list of traitors. And if we hand this list to Hoyt, he will allow us into his inner circle. And this will allow us to kill him. So I start to pick off the commanders one by one and search them for the list. But after killing them all, none of them have it. So we will have to try again. We get a trophy for collecting 60 relics, so some of the pirates are planning to blow up Hoyt's drugs, as without Vaas as their leader they have gone rogue. But if we stop them, Hoyt will trust us, so Sam leads the way.
You ready?
Blitzkrieg!
Seriously?
Oh yeah, Sam is German if you couldn't tell. So he plans to defuse the bombs while I kill any pirates who try stop us.
Get ready.
It's at this point where Sam has an existential crisis and just stands still.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
So I pull out all my years of gaming experience to try make him move. I start by shooting him a few times and nothing. I follow this up by burning him and still nothing. But after torturing him, I just reload the checkpoint. So while Sam gets back to work, we destroy the chopper and a few pirates send in to kill us. Sam then says he knows of a meeting between the pirates and Hoyt's traitors, so we can find a list of all the traitors there and steal it. Here we get a trophy for finding all 20 memory cards, another for liberating all outposts, and another for finding all letters, meaning no more collectibles. So we use the uniform we have to infiltrate this meeting between the traitors. But they are about to leave, and we can't have that, so I quickly put a stop to it.
Shit, they're leaving. I gotta stop them. Damn.
We get a trophy for killing 4 enemies with 1 explosion. While getting shot at, we manage to find the list of all the traitors and wipe out another truck. After this, we use the wingsuit to make our escape. We meet back with Sam just outside Hoyt's compound. This is where we finally are able to get inside a room with Hoyt and give him the list. I mean, I'd just stab him right here, but we will follow Sam's plan. He then says he has a boat full of slaves, but the customer won't pay his price, so he once again shows how crazy he is.
See, I prefer the European recordings. The brass sections in American orchestras are too bombastic.
After that, he then sends us downstairs to torture a prisoner of his, as he wants to see if we are real deal. As we enter the room, it's none other than our younger brother Riley. Thankfully, Sam is able to cut the camera feed, giving us 30 seconds to speak with Riley.
You're alive.
What the fuck, are you with them?
No, I'm getting you out.
Okay, well, where's Grant?
He's not here, but I am.
Just as the cameras come back on, we torture Riley as we can't afford to give away our cover, as Sam says we aren't ready to kill Hoyt. But luckily, after this, Hoyt plans a poker night for his inner circle, and he invites us and Sam, so this will be the best time to strike and assassinate him. Here we got a trophy for torturing Riley, another one for unlocking all skills. So we then meet back with Sam, as he says there is no going back once we do this, so we start the poker game.
I have hidden a knife in my boot. Be ready to distract him when I say deal.
Okay, got it.
Ah, welcome boys. Come in, take a seat.
With a few of his guards nearby, we need to get the timing right, so we both pretend to play the game and wait for Sam's signal.
Sorry. House rules. Ah, look at that. We have the same cards. So let's raise the stakes a little, shall we? Oster, Jason Brody, whatever your name is, it slipped my mind. How stupid do you think I am? we should keep playing. Dealer's on the left, right? Guess he's sitting this one out.
Here, he says that he managed to watch the full torture of Riley, and he's seen us give ourselves away, and that's obviously why he planned the poker game. But for every hand of poker I lose, he plans to take a finger. And after he takes it, Jason goes into his frenzied state of killing everything that breathes.
I've been doing this long before you were born, kid.
Bring it on, old man! May thy knife chip and shatter. May thy knife chip and shatter.
Yet again, we find ourselves in a knife duel, and just ask Buck or Vaas why you don't give Jason a knife. But while fighting, he tells us that Riley is being sold into slavery, and that just pisses Jason off even more. Here we get a trophy for killing Hoyt. As Jason calms down, we see he comes back to his senses, as every time this happens, he goes into a frenzied rage and can't remember what he is doing, as we can see by the tons of dead soldiers in this room. So we rush outside to try get to the airport to stop Riley getting sold. We are on the warpath, killing anyone in our way. But as we are driving, Liza phones us and says that the Rakyat have stormed the cave and are taking them to the temple. So what the fuck is that all about? As we make it to the airfield, we have no time for prisoners as we mow down wave after wave of troops and also destroy a chopper. Yet again, the shotgun proves that it was the best purchase I've made this entire game. We are able to find where Riley is being held prisoner and free him. Once outside, we tell him to fly the chopper as he is a pilot, so he has a better idea what to do. So while he gets the chopper started, we cover him with the machine gun mowing down waves of enemies. As we are flying away, we kill everything we can see, including his soldiers, any of his boats and truck, and also 3 of his choppers.
I think I'm getting the hang of it! I sucked your battery! Yeah, take that! You're doing fine! Keep going!
After they are all killed, we can finally fly back to Dr. Earnhardt's house.
We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it!
Once we arrive, we speak to the old man one last time.
I couldn't halt the jungle warriors. I'm sorry. They carried your friends to the temple.
Once we make it back to the temple, we confront Citra, and as they drag Riley away, she drugs us yet again.
No. Wait.
As we wake up, she yet again says that she wants us to stay and remain a warrior, and that our friends and old life is holding us back. But we take a leaf out of Grant's book and easily escape as soon as she leaves. But this is where we see Citra fully trying to manipulate us into staying.
Lisa?
Warrior you are! I know you shot Vaas in the back!
You're carrying all these weapons, and you have all these weird tattoos.
You think you're a warrior because you collected those tattoos on your arm! I'm deleting them, Jason! Ah! You are living in a fantasy world! I'm going to erase all of it!
But just as Citra hands us the knife, the illusion finally wears off, and we see what she wants us to do.
No, Jason, please, Jason, no, please.
Obviously, I decide to save our friends as I can see through all the lies and manipulation from Citra, as she just wants Jason to stay and be a weapon. So we cut down Liza, and then Daisy, while Citra pleads with us to stay. But Daisy then frees Oliver, Keith and Riley.
This violence is over. I'm done. No more blood.
After rejecting Citra, Dennis is slightly pissed off because we got to clap them cheeks and he didn't. So he attacks us with the knife, but Citra takes one for the team. Let's be real for a second. Dennis is a simp, and Jason would have taken that knife off him, and bitch slapped him down those steps. But Citra finally dies here, while still trying to beg us to stay.
I've killed so many people, I've lost count. I can't come back from this. I'm a monster. I can feel the anger inside me. But I am still somewhere inside me more than that. Better than that.
Seriously, lads, what a fucking game. I've probably beat this game about 10 plus times over the years, and it still feels just as good as it did all those years ago. We get a trophy for finishing the main story, so with the main story done, we only needed 3 trophies to unlock the platinum, so it was a quick cleanup. I'm sure everyone knows what this trophy is for, but I'll show you now if you don't.
Oh my god! Spider, I hate this shit! Oh, I can feel it on my eye! Oh god!
We get a trophy for meeting the Hollywood celebrity, another one for distracting 25 enemies with rocks, our last main trophy for 50 kills with the flamethrower, and this then unlocked us the Platinum Trophy. So everyone that was Far Cry 3. And what a fucking game. Honestly, one of the best games ever made. The story was pretty simple at its core, but the way Jason started out as a spoilt rich kid and then ended up as a one-man killing machine was excellent. He really has one of the best character arcs I have seen. The gameplay as well created the Far Cry formula that we know and love today, with crazy villains, a story full of twists and turns, and obviously just insane characters. I remember playing this back in late 2012 as a young kid, and seriously looking back, I always despised the main group of friends and Jason. But now that I'm a lot older, I can appreciate the story that much more. So the next video will be Far Cry Primal. Sadly, we will have to skip Far Cry 4 as the online trophies make the platinum impossible to complete. So as always, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And hopefully, I will see you all in the next one. Bye.